Happy you are here. We are joined, as always, by Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a James Beard Award nominee. The group includes Blue Jacket down by Nats Park, also within Blue Jacket, the Arsenal Restaurant, and Columbia Firehouse in Old Town. Greg, it is always good to see you.
You too.
What is on tap this week?
So this week, sticking with our kind of summer theme as we keep dealing with the summertime we are having, I have a beer from our friends at Dogfish Head Craft Brewery in Rehoboth Beach. A fantastic place to visit during the summer months.
Yes.
And always amazing fresh beer on tap in those environs from Dogfish Head. And this is a cool story behind this beer. It's called Namaste. And it's had an interesting evolution over the past, 5 years, because it was originally brewed in 2009. So today, Namaste has become a year-round offering from Dogfish Head. Though, like some other year-round offerings, you got to remember, they become year-round offerings because the demand's there. And so then when they try to keep up with demand, it can be difficult. So they're still working to get their production levels up, but you will see Namaste in six-packs, 12-ounce six-packs, and on draft around all over DC and Northern Virginia, Maryland, and increasingly so.
And that's fairly new, because I only used to see this in bombers, right?
750s,
yeah,
right? And that's where it originally
750s.
came from. So in 2009, the Birra del Borgo was sending their head brewer, the brewmaster, Leo Di Vincenzo, was coming over to the States, and he was going to visit Sam Glagione at Dogfish Head, and they had planned to do a collaboration beer there together. In the meantime, they learned that one of their friends, Armand de Belder, at Dre Fontainen, the fantastic Lambic blender and once blender and brewer in Belgium, had fallen on some hard times. So in 2009, Armand went to one of his storage halls where he keeps the bottled Lambic, aging until it's ready for service, and a thermostat had broken over a 36-hour period since he'd last been there. And so the temp had gone from 60 degrees to well over 100 degrees in the summer, forcing many of the bottles to pop and others just to leak. And he tasted it, and while he admitted that it still tasted pretty amazing and better than other things that he'd had, it had slightly oxidized, and he decided he couldn't use it. So he lost 100,000 botters of Lambic.
So
the kind of stuff that,
sad.
I know, especially when it's the stuff that you can't find anywhere that everybody wants. And even worse was that this crippled them economically to the point where they actually sold the brew house that they had, which was in need of repairs anyways, to keep up. So from then on, he blended and started distilling. Great news is that through the efforts of people like Sam from Dogfish and Leo from Birra del Borgo in Italy, Armand has bounced back, and they actually have installed a new brew house where they've started brewing Lambic once more since last year. But part of the thing was they decided to brew this beer, Namaste, and at that time to donate the proceeds to Dre Fontainen and help them get back on track. Over time, they couldn't stop brewing it because it was such a big favorite, and now it's become a 4-pack beer.
Fantastic. Well, at least the story had a happy ending.
Yes, everything's great now for Dre Fontainen.
Intriguing.
So a Belgian wit beer, classic wit beer style. That
That's great for the middle of July.
Yeah, it utilizes some dried organic orange peels, as well as a dash of coriander. You know, bitter orange peel, and I'm sorry, it's dried organic oranges, not the peel. Typically, it's coriander and orange peel. This time, it's dried organic oranges and a touch of coriander, and then some lemongrass, fresh cut, for that bright floral flavor.
And that lemongrass gives it is similar in some ways to honey. I mean, it tastes a little. I mean, to me, a little.
Yeah, definitely,
right?
like kind of a sweeter floral quality, perfumed.
And it's always fun to wait to see what's coming down the pike from Sam and Dogfish Head. It's just it's mind-boggling what they've accomplished there.
They've done
and
a lot
the
of
different
cool
stuff
things.
that they do, like Palo Santo Marron. Am I saying that right?
Yes, indeed.
That's one
Had
of
it
my
on draft
favorites.
here since day one.
And you know, again, a couple weeks ago we did, or last week we did Flying Dog's new beer that's made with some Old Bay in it, and like this one, and like a lot of Dogfish breweries, you just can't look at the label and go,
I don't like this or that. Yeah, it's always well integrated. Yeah.
And to that point, now that these are available in the smaller bottles, then you can get a single at some stores and give it a shot.
But anybody who loves just a bright, refreshing, and fruit-forward wit beer is gonna love this. You know, if you love Allagash White, check this out. It's fantastic beer.
What would you pair it with?
So, wheat beers are among the most versatile food pairing beers around. But, and so I've been thinking about like fish dishes with this. And I think it's amazing with seafood generally, but I love it with just like really great kind of crisp, like flaky white fish like halibut, red snapper, hake, things like that. I think it's fantastic with that. It seasons it, it livens it up as well. Goat cheese, is always going to be fantastic with wit beers in general. And then summer salads of any kinds, but also, it's great with this. Like, just get a bunch of really fresh fruit, and the flavors, that come through, that coriander, that lemongrass, are really gonna work well with that. And it's not too bitter. It's dry without being bitter, so the sweetness is going to be excellent with that.
Fish tacos, maybe with a mango chutney.
Oh yeah,
something
yeah,
like
and
that?
salsa of any kind is
Okay.
going to be fantastic. Yeah.
All right. Greg, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, please always do drink responsibly, and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another Beer of the Week.